Hello everybody! Well, here we are in the Plane of Oblivion. We just went through this gate from Kvatch, so this is our first time being in Oblivion. We took care of these scamps in the last one. I do have his companion. What's his name? Oh, Ilinvonius. And we've got a lot to explore. So there's 4 towers to check out in this one. There's also a large outdoor area to check out. So I'm not going to go through the whole thing with you. I'm just going to kind of show you the highlights. Because after all, this is kind of just a random footage series where I just show you random footage. In fact, I'll show you really quick what I mean. I'm already at level 8, I think. What is my level? Oh, level 7. See, so I've leveled up quite a few times since the last video. Or the last few videos. Okay, so I'll show you some highlights, and we'll talk about Skyrim a little bit too. Let's see, I think this first scene I just fight my first Clanfear Runt, which is a Daedra in the Plains of Oblivion. Alright, so anyway, an older batch of information came from the M rating, or mature rating, that the ESRB gave Skyrim last week. So here's what we learned to give it an M rating. Some sequences allow players to injure and kill non-adversary characters, including prisoners chained to a wall. And I thought this was funny too. They scream in pain amid splashes of blood or fire. You can kind of do the same thing in Oblivion. And no one knows exactly where in Skyrim you'll find these chained prisoners, but you won't necessarily find them in prisons. So, for instance, you may find them while visiting a slavery camp or something like that. And then some of the mature dialogue was the reason for the rating, including the line, "She raped the men as cruelly as Baal had ravished her." And that refers to the Daedric prince called Molag Bal. And he's one of the 17 known Daedric princes, who is also known as the God of Rape. I bet you didn't know that. I just found that out by researching it tonight. So also in some sequences we learned that you can engage in drinking contests with other NPCs, not to mention bar brawl challenges. So in the drinking contests you can wind up with slurred speech, which is a cool flourish that we haven't seen in any Bethesda games yet. And this is also where we learned about decapitations. So the rating stated that some sequences are highlighted by slow motion effects, particularly for decapitations. So this isn't the first time we knew about decapitations though. In fact, the first gameplay trailer from back in February, it included a brief, it was actually really brief, it was just like a half-second shot, but it was a decapitation shot, and most people missed it. So watch it again, and I'll include the little slow motion version of it at the end of this video, so watch for it at the end. Anyway, Todd, Howard, and Pete Hines confirmed that decapitation is a perk in the one-handed perk tree, and when you take it, it gives you a small chance at a decapitation kill animation. So it's only a small chance you'll get a decapitation, but anyway, what else should I talk about? What am I doing right here? I think I'm just showing you what kind of potions you can make with the blood grass that you loot in the Plains of Oblivion. Yeah, so you can make an interesting resist paralysis potion, and you can sell it or you can use it. And you saw a couple of fight sequences earlier. I also show you, let's see, what's this? A fleshy pod. I think I'm just showing you the loot in this, yeah, because you can. It's always good to loot these fleshy pods. Let's see, what else should we talk about? Well, we know all of the inherent race abilities of each of the 10 playable races in Skyrim, so why don't we go through those? So there's certain inherent abilities that every race gets, and they're a little different than Oblivion, so listen up. So, oh, by the way, right here, I jumped from, yeah, I'm now a journeyman in Conjuration, so I don't know what to do here. I'll check that later now. I think I have to rest because I also level up in this video. Okay, so the race ability for orcs is the Berserker. And then the Red Guards get Adrenaline Rush, which I think was in Oblivion. And the Wood Elves get Resist Poison, Resist Disease, and Command Animals. And the Nord gets the Battle Cry ability. The Khajiit gets the Night Eye and Claw attacks. The Imperial gets Voice of the Emperor, which is what it's here in Oblivion, and also find more coins when looting. Okay, because the Imperials are all rich, I guess. The High Elves get Regenerate Magicka more quickly, and the Dark Elves get Ancestor's Wrath, which is to surround self in fire, and they also get a resist fire ability along with that. The Bretons get Dragon Skin, which absorbs spells, and also resist shock, and the Argonians get Hist Skin, which is regenerate health quickly, resist disease 50%, and of course breathe underwater, and we knew about the breathing underwater. Let's see, in this fight sequence, by the way, I'm fighting my first Dremora Scout, and he's not too hard to kill at melee range because he doesn't have a two-handed weapon, or even a one-handed weapon for that matter. And you see, I dispatch him fairly easily. And then he's got these Dremora field arrows that are very heavy, so I can only take a few of them. So I've only got a few minutes left, but why don't we talk about the many perks in Skyrim? So we're getting a clearer picture of all the different perks throughout the 18 skills, and I'll cover just the known perks and the one-handed and the two-handed perk trees. So in the one-handed weapons tree, we have one-handed prowess, which causes one-handed weapons other than daggers to do 40% more damage. There's the one-handed tactics perk. There's the stand and deliver perk, but we don't know what that is. There's savage blows perk, the charge, the hack and slash, and that's attacks with war axes cause extra bleeding damage, and there's 3 ranks to that. There's the bone breaker perk with 3 ranks, and the bladesman perk with 3 ranks. And for two-handed weapons, we've got the two-handed prowess, which causes two-handed weapons to do 20% more damage, and there's 5 ranks to that. There's the skull crusher, and for that one, attacks with warhammers ignore 25% armor, and there's 3 ranks to that. There's limb splitter, and with that one, attacks with battle axes do extra bleeding damage. And then deep wounds, attacks with great swords would do extra critical damage, and there's 3 ranks to both of those. And then there's another one where power attacks cause 25% less stamina. We don't know the name of that one though. Another one where standing power attacks do 25% bonus damage with a chance to decapitate. Now that's interesting. That's in the two-handed weapons tree, but Pete Hines said that it's in the single-handed weapons tree. So one of these two is wrong. It's in one of the 2 skills. Sprinting power attacks do double critical damage. That's another perk. Sideways power attacks hit all targets. That sounds like fun. And the last perk that we know of in two-handed is backwards power attacks have a 25% chance of paralysis. Well, okay, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed the footage and the new Skyrim info. I'm going to publish another Oblivion video probably tomorrow with more Skyrim updates, so stay tuned. I'm also doing Fallout New Vegas Lonesome Road, so look for at least one of those every day until I'm done with that. And also Rage comes out in a few days, next week, so I'll be doing a full Rage walkthrough too. Alright, hope you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you like these videos and you'll get these in your inbox. We'll see you next time. Thanks so much.